Hello everybody, this is Gameslayer Speaks About Timeline. Timeline is a card game that was released by Asmodee and French game designer Frederick Henry, known for The Adventures, The Temple of Shock, and The Builder's Middle Ages. Timeline is a super simple game. It is for 2 to 8 players and it plays as so. There is a common deck of cards in the middle of the table. Each player is dealt a set number of cards. It's 6 cards for 2 to 3 players, 5 cards for 4 to 5 players, and 4 cards for 6 to 8 players. I will be using 2 players in my example. The cards are dealt with the date side facing down. A card is drawn from the top of the deck and is placed with the date side facing up. This is the starting date card. Then it is up to the first player, usually the youngest, to start off the game. The first player plays a card from his or her hand face down. The card in the middle, let's say, has the year 1000 on it. If the player wants to play a card that he or she thinks is before the year 1000, he puts it on the left side. If he or she wants to play a card that he thinks is after the year 1000, he puts it on the right side. Then the player flips that card that he played. If the player is right, the card stays and is added to the timeline. If the player is wrong, the card is discarded and the player has to draw a new card from the deck and add it to that player's hand. This continues in alternating turns until a player gets rid of their hand and wins the game. Simple as that. Timeline is a superb game with some amazing artwork. Honestly, some of the art on the cards just really blew me away. It kind of has a weird art style to it. I mean, obviously it's drawn, but it kind of has a lifelike feeling to it too. I really like the artwork on it. It's just one of those games that just keeps giving. There's 4 points I'd like to bring up. It's fun, it's educational, it's quick, and it's simple. So I'll break down those 4 points. It's fun because, well, it's a very well made game. Not much else to say on that. It's educational because you are learning historical dates, and while there are some things you might know a lot about, say military history, you might not know a lot about cinema or music, which may give other people a chance, but I'll get into that a little bit later. It's simple as hell. Anyone can pick up this game in 5 minutes or less, which is very good, when you want to break it out and to new players. And it's quick. You can give a lot of rounds to this game, or you can have a lot of rounds of this game in a short amount of time. The game round time on the box is 15 minutes, which seems just about right. Lastly, I'll talk about how you can mix them. Timeline has loads of expansions. Personally, myself, I have Science and Discoveries, Historical Events, and Music and Cinema. But there are also Inventions, General Interest, British History, and wait for even Star Wars, the prequels and the originals. But yes, you can mix these sets together and have a massive deck of cards, but this gives everyone a shot at the dates. As I said earlier, some people might be better at music or general interest than science. So I think it's a good way of integrating everyone into the game and gives everyone a chance. Though I believe the Star Wars you still have to keep separate. Timeline is a fun game and everyone I've shown how to play it, they really liked it. Even people who aren't that much into gaming. While it's not heavy at all in terms of complexity, I think it's a nice game to have in your collection for quickfire fun rounds that you don't have to sit around for hours for. Also, it might be a nice little introduction game for children. That is my opinion on Timelines. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching.